in the space of evolving and growing,
Yes.
you should always be growing in some kind of way.
Yeah. So you have to say, like, if we're happy with where we are, that's one thing. But if we're
Mm.
striving for more finances or more comfort or more ease
Or
or
better
better
relationship.
relationship,
Yeah.
right? There is a shift that has to occur.
Or even health, greater
Better,
health.
a shift has to
A
occur.
shift has to occur.
Yes.
You cannot continue to do the same thing expecting different results.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said that about, I think that was like defining crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
I was trying to find a nicer
Crazy.
phrase, but crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
5150. Go ahead.
so then the first thing, thanks for sharing this. This story is deep.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, yes, we're being
Yeah,
very
yeah, we
transparent.
are. And okay, so I'll go out just a little. Speaking of transparency, thank you, buddy. Speaking of transparency, in the moment in which you had your moment of clarity,
Yes.
and you said to me that you needed to do what you needed to do, whether it was going to include me or not.
Mm-hmm.
And in that moment, I decided that for myself, it was a decision for myself that having you in my life was a greater, it felt much better than not having you in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that wasn't right away though.
That was not right away.
No.
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
I'm
There
not
was
saying
some
when you
time.
immediately
Yeah.
said it to me,
Yeah.
as I
Some time had
processed
passed.
that
Mm-hmm.
conclusion, as I processed your message to me,
Mm-hmm.
as I processed it and sifted through my thoughts and my feelings and my emotions, because there was a whole lot to go with that.
Yeah. And it was in your own time,
It
and
was
that
in
was
my own time.
rightfully so.
Absolutely. I did not make it in a panic or make it in a response or as an ultimatum or
No.
whatever.
Mm-mm.
It was really after really going through my own internal feelings and my thoughts. And that was the conclusion that I came up to,
Yeah.
was that I'd much rather have you in my life than not have you in my life.
Yeah.
And I was settled in and felt comfortable, not settled, but felt comfortable in making that decision because I realized the magnitude of that decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was powerful for me was I know you didn't take that decision lightly.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no,
And
not at
so
all.
I knew when you said to me, because my mother then had to have surgery, she had to have brain surgery. So
Hmm.
they were cutting open her brain. And so you were there for me. And
Hmm.
I told you, I don't want you there for me if you're not here to stay. Like,
Correct.
don't come in and hold my hand for this surgery.
All right, you good? I'm out.
Right. And then
Yeah,
leave.
no,
No, I don't
no,
need that.
no,
I'll get through it on my
no.
own.
Yeah,
And so I was real clear. And you were like, no, I'm
I'm
here.
here.
Yeah. And then I knew when you said that, you meant it. You
Yeah,
meant it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So that was pivotal. And I honestly think, I mean, from there, that was the foundation
Hmm.
because I knew you were here because you wanted to be here.
Correct. I made a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a decision, and it was a decision from the inner being of myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Not coerced or
Yeah. No.
no, it
No.
was, yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
And I think that's important
It is.
because a lot of relationships, if you kind of listen to the push and
Mm-hmm.
pull,
Mm-hmm.
and many times if there's men who won't propose and they've been in a relationship for a long time,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you have to go back to the source of when it first
When the
evolved.
relationship first evolved, when the
What decisions did they make on their
on
own
their
at the
own,
time?
right?
Or did they just get swooped away into it
Yeah.
and they've been swooping away?
Yeah. So I will say that, just for clarity, I will say that um, a lot of relationships evolve under this pretense of what men are supposed to do and what women
Women
are
are
supposed to
supposed to
do.
do.
And I'm calling bullshit on that because um, all of these pretenses are derived from other people's experiences.
Hmm. Yeah.
And the way our relationship evolved, it was very different
Hmm.
than the norm.
Right.
Very different than the norm. And which is why we have these awesome and very different dynamics in our relationship now.
Today.
Yeah,
Right.
today.
Yeah.
And it, you know, saying to me what was going on with your mother and where you stood,
Hmm.
and then me saying, okay, whatever response I gave, and I'm going to take some time and think about it or whatever. For me to say I'm gonna take some time to think about it, that was a bold statement because you could have very easily said, well, and you go ahead and go take your time and think about it, but don't come back and all those
Right.
those are the probable
Right.
responses
Because
that
if
could
you
have been
need to
given.
think
If
about
you
it,
need to
you
think
must not
about it,
want me,
right?
and I done got time.
But the reality is, I did need to think about it because the magnitude of the decision merited me taking time to think.
Right. Because here we are 13 plus years later. That was a 13-year,
That was,
well, longer than that because we
yeah,
dated like,
because that was
3-4 years.
way before we got married.
Yeah. So that was like a 17-year decision and
And
infinity and beyond.
and another 20 years from now, it'd be,
Yeah.
whatever.
That was a huge decision.
But
Yeah.
that stepping out and boldly making that statement or that type of response to your statement,
Yes.
um, it was it was outside of the norm.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love that you share that because that is the type of decisions we have to make when we're ready for a shift.
Yes.
Even in our
Yeah.
finances, like we collectively, I remember you and I
Mhm.
making that kind of committed decision. We were at the computer and we decided we wanted to make 30K a month.
I remember
Well,
that.
I put a number on it. You didn't. You didn't
Correct.
put a number
I
on it.
remember the
But
moment.
it was, we wanted more, right?
Mhm.
We wanted more. That was the overall
Yeah.
thing. We were
Yeah.
committed to more. I put a number on it because I'm a numbers person.
Yeah.
And yeah, and we've been doing that.
Increasing,
Yeah,
increasing.
yeah. But
Yeah.
it was, we had to make, not only just mentally saying this is something I want more, but it is a decision.
Yes, it is.
It is a decision. It's like rooted, it's grounded. When you
Yeah.
make that decision, the tree roots kind of grow down,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
that was that type of decision.
Yeah.